42% gone. 11 points wiped off the board in a single day. Ruled out for the rest of the season. Pause. That headline dropped, and the conference championship market did not wait around. We went from a legit 42% probability all the way down to 31% overnight, on nearly $1 million in volume. This is what a real prediction market shock looks like. So what actually happened? 3 things hit at basically the same time. First, the big one, a key player is done for the season. Not day-to-day, not listed as questionable. Done. That alone is enough to shake any championship forecast. Then you add a coaching change right here in the middle of a playoff push. New voice in the building, new system, new adjustments. All of that takes time you simply do not have in the postseason. And then just to pile on, the defensive numbers over the last 5 games have been ugly. We're talking bottom quartile efficiency across the board. When you lose a cornerstone contributor, bring in new coaching staff, and your defense is leaking, the market is going to say something about it. Let's talk about what that 11-point move actually represents in a prediction market. When a contract drops from 42% to 31%, that's not a rounding error. That's the collective intelligence of thousands of dollars repositioning simultaneously. And with $980,000 in volume over 24 hours on nearly $1.75 million in total liquidity, this was not a thin market getting pushed around by a handful of contracts. Real capital moved here. The market is now pricing this team as a significant underdog to win their own conference championship. A 31% probability means roughly 1 in 3, and in a playoff context, that is a meaningful statement. Here is where it gets interesting. The smart money flow signal on this market is pointing to net selling. What that means, the accounts that typically trade larger size and tend to move earlier than the crowd are not stepping in here to buy the dip. They are not saying 31% is a gift. Let me load up on this. They are selling. When your fundamentals are collapsing and the sophisticated flow is pointing the exact same direction, that is usually not a market you want to fade. Everything in this picture is aligned on one side. Let's put this in historical perspective. Mid-playoff coaching changes are almost never good news in the short run. Championship teams are built on continuity, and disrupting that right before a playoff series is a massive variable to absorb. Layer in bottom quartile defensive efficiency, and the historical win rates for similar teams going deep drop sharply. Now, none of this is impossible to overcome. We have all seen wild championship runs in the NBA, NFL, and UEFA tournaments. But the prediction market is essentially saying the case for a turnaround right now is thin. Similar markets that saw 10-plus point drops in 24 hours, very few of them recovered without a major surprise catalyst coming out of nowhere. What do you watch from here? Roster confirmation is first. Is the player situation truly final, or is there any revision coming? That alone could move this market fast in either direction. Then watch the first game under the new coaching staff. Prediction markets reprice in real time based on performance signals. If this team looks competitive, expect some recovery toward that 42% range. If they look flat, this probability could slide even further from 31%. Subscribe if you want to catch those moves as they happen. And drop a comment right now. Do you think 31% is too low, too high, or exactly right? See you next time.